These are the plaintiffs, Rose and Peter Kotis. They say they loaned the defendant money to buy a car and now can't seem to get the defendant to pay up on the loan. Meanwhile, the defendant has money for a new tattoo and hair extensions, and that's pretty much their money she's spending. And that's not fair. They're suing for $2,465, the amount they're owed. This is the defendant, Michelle Sullivan. She says the plaintiffs offered to put money down on a car for her, and she just went along with it. The plaintiffs never wanted to be paid back. They just wanted her soul. She says this was a conspirational gift, whatever that is. Nothing more, nothing less. This whole lawsuit was filed simply because she won't bow down to them because she's not as weak as they think she is. She's accused of being ungrateful.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, Rose and Peter Kotis.
Yes.
You are suing Michelle Sullivan for $2,465 that you say she owes you and refuses to repay. Tell me what's going on.
What's going on is that Michelle and I met through work, and when she and her girlfriend broke up, while she and I were not friendly at work, somehow I ended up with her telephone number on my windshield, called her and said, "Is this for me?" She said, "It's for you, but also give it to my other friends," who she was much closer to than me.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. She leaves her phone number and says, "It's for you to have," and also spread it around?
Spread it around, exactly.
What does
give
that
it to
mean?
her other friends.
What other friends?
She had two friends.
Why doesn't she give it to her other friends?
That's a good question. I think you should ask her that.
Well, no, I'm asking you that. Like, didn't you find that peculiar, and didn't you
Yes,
stay
I
away
did.
as opposed to bringing her into your house and loaning her all this money?
No, because at that point, what happened was there wasn't a loaning of the money. That came several months later.
I know. This is what one would call a red flag. If you think it's peculiar as I do, that would be what we call a red flag. Okay,
Well,
so she gives you her number, and then what?
Later on, she and her girlfriends had a major argument. She had nowhere to go. I took her in. That's just the bottom line.
Why?
Why not? Because I believe in paying it forward.
Who's the gentleman
Good
next to you?
conscience. My husband.
Who else lives in that household?
My husband and my two children.
How old are your children?
14 and 16.
That could be a reason why not.
Well, I didn't see it as...
I mean, you're not even that close to her. What happens there? You're the husband?
Yes, I am.
Didn't you think that was peculiar?
Oh, I think it's very peculiar, but
I take in strays.
but
I don't
what?
think
I think it's peculiar, but she's the kind of person that will help other people out.
She said, "I take in strays." Was she referring to pets or people?
I think she's comically referring to people.
I did not know how long this would last.
Well, how long did you think it would last?
I didn't.
How long did it last?
It lasted from March of 2010 until December 13, 2010.
Okay.
And the relationship had been going reasonably well.
What relationship?
Her relationship with me. We became close friends.
Were you lovers?
No.
Okay, you were
No.
close friends. All right,
No.
now go on.
Since winter was coming, this is October, winter was coming, I wanted to make it easier on my husband, myself, so that I thought about giving her a down payment on a car. Not just a down payment, but to actually buy the car and pay for it in full.
You bought her a car?
I did not buy her a car. I put $3,000 down as a down payment. And it was a verbal agreement. I made it very clear.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with being a good person? My judgment was poor.
No, lady, listen. A good person is someone who volunteers their time in a soup kitchen or feeds somebody
I'll have
who's...
to do
Just a
that next.
second, lady.
Hold on,
Listen
hold on.
and stop talking. Everything you're describing to me, because now you're a whiner litigant in court trying to get back the money, sounds like a sap, not like a good person.
Okay.
You see, it's not like this is just one person who you just kept helping, and now watch this. Do you owe her any money? Yes or no? Do you owe her money? No, because she denies that these were loans.
The agreement was that she would give me her state refunds as well as her federal refunds. She only paid me state refunds.
Okay, and so you loaned her how much, according to you?
$3,000.
And she just paid a little under $500.
Yes.
How did she end up moving out of your house?
Through Facebook. She and I had a verbal argument through Facebook because I had asked her to clean up her environments.
Let me hear from you. What's going on?
We started talking more, just talking about just like stuff. Her and I weren't really getting along, and she was very nurturing, very, very loving, caring person.
Wait, who wasn't getting along?
Her and I.
Okay, this is your ex, or you're back together?
We're back together.
Okay, go
yes.
ahead. All right. So that's a situation you were leaving.
Right.
Right.
And she did. She made a suggestion. Well, I have a basement apartment.
Did you pay rent?
I did. I
Okay.
paid $50 a week there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But she started buying me things, Your Honor. She started buying me things that I just don't understand why she did. T-shirts with monograms on it, like Laverne and Shirley.
What do you mean, T-shirts with monograms?
Just shirts with my initials on the collar. I had like a cheap $10 hair dryer, and she insisted on buying me a $150 one and give mine to this website called Free Cycles. Like, Rose, I don't need it. I don't need you to spend this money on me. I don't. And I was always so grateful, and I was.
So what happened with this $3,000 loan?
Okay, so October came, and Rose is famous for being impulsive, and we would talk about the car and how she wanted to help me. She had this like 2-year plan for me. She's like, you're not going anywhere. You're going to be here for a long time, which was fine because I loved her family.
What's a 2-year plan?
Oh, the 2-year plan was, in 2 years, I was going to be done paying with my child support, that I would have more money, and stuff like that. It was almost a year ago, so it was a 2-year plan. She used to talk a lot, and I let her talk. And
Did you become like her project?
I was her project. You're right. I was her project.
You
She wanted to
apparently
fix
didn't
me.
mind being her project.
Well, like I said, I didn't want to quarrel with her because she would just find things to get mad at you and just freak out.
So now it's October. You want a new car?
I did. I did want the car. You know what I mean?
What kind of car did you buy?
It was a 2005 Hyundai Tiburon.
Hyundai Tiburon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Rose just kind of took over. She's like, I'm going to go inside with the salesman and talk numbers. I had no idea that she was going to put $3,000.
Maybe you need to put your big girl panties on and run your own life rather than blaming somebody else.
No,
because it's a very symbiotic relationship, it sounds. It sounds like she needs a project. For whatever reason, she's bored in her own life, and she needs a project. You became a project, and you're only too happy to have somebody else mommy you and do things for you and talk numbers for you and try to organize your life or whatever. But at some point, when were you going to pay her back $3,000? You borrowed $3,000 to buy a car. What is your defense? That was a gift?
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. If you had a casual coworker and they fell on hard times, would you open your door and let him live with you for 6 months?
No, I won't.
How come?
Because
Don't feel embarrassed. There are a million reasons why you shouldn't.
Well, because I don't know them that well, like how they live personally. It's just like you know them.
Yeah, there are a lot of problems with this.
Nah, I wouldn't let them too, because I know them well. So,
What could they be like, maybe, right?
Pigs.
Well, they could be pigs. They could be all sorts of dangerous things,
Yeah,
right?
what if they don't like my cooking, Yeah. Who's going to clean up all the dishes?
Well, screw them,
Yeah, well, there you
right?
go.
Going inside the courtroom.
She knew I couldn't pay it right away. So I've been trying to make attempts to give her back the money, because now when she kicked me out, she wanted her money back. I wasn't going to stiff her, so I'm like, well, I can't really give you a lot.
The only
and I
money you've
have.
paid her back was less than $500 from one of your returns. And then what? You haven't paid anything else, right?
No, I have like $600. I would throw her money. You know what I
do
mean?
you have any
Like-
receipts for any money other than the check?
No, Your Honor. See, this is the thing. Anything to do with my car was in my car. Okay, this one likes to taunt. Like, we had a falling out 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, we were like this. Okay, Your Honor, her and I. Okay, but
What was the falling out?
Because I didn't come to the house and pick up my cell phone, I made her wait at the house, and she freaked out. I have text messages, Your Honor. I have the proof. This woman is...
Why do you suppose she helped you to buy a car?
I don't know why she helped me. Because we were, I guess you could say, we were like mother and daughter. We had that kind of relationship, you know what I mean? And I didn't have any plans on leaving, because I did like being there.
In your answer to the complaint, you say that she was trying to help you buy a car because she wanted to get in good with somebody named Brett.
Yes,
Who
Brett.
is
Well,
Brett?
I've been waiting to bring that up, that situation.
What is that?
Okay. Her husband knows all about Brett, okay? Pretty much all summer, it was all about Brett. Brett was a man that she had an affair with that ended 2 years ago, and she seems to not get over it. We used to take a lot of drives going by his house in Providence, and you know what? And when I did get the car, and I think this is why she pretty much gave me the car, helped me with the car, is because she needed a different car to go stalk her boyfriend with. So,
Do you owe her the money?
no, I don't think I owe her the money.
Why not?
Because she knows I didn't have the money. She knew then, and she knows now that I don't have the money.
Were you supposed to pay back the money?
It was part of the 2-year plan. I would
That
eventually.
you would eventually pay back the money?
Eventually, down the road.
But not in a few months
Not
like
in a few months, no. And she knows that.
You know, look, you are not as defenseless as you want to sound. You are not some little babe in the woods.
No, I'm not.
You're not. You're somebody who saw a good thing and you wanted to sink your teeth into it, and you got a nice furnished basement for $50 a week. I don't know what you're smiling about, because I think that you need a little bit of psychological help. Because either you have a really, really destructive and bizarre maternal complex, or you really just, I don't know, you're starving for friendship and somebody to talk to because you can't talk to him, and you want somebody who is a captive audience. I don't know what's going on, but something strange is going on. Now, please explain to me why I shouldn't enter a judgment in her favor in the remainder of the money, because nothing that you've said is a defense. I mean, other than,
I was just bamboozled with, well, I want my money now, and she knows I don't
it
have
was
it.
since last October. You know, that'd be fine if you were paying $20 a week or calling him and saying, I don't have it. I know I haven't paid you since February.
No,
but here, let me show you $50 here. Let me do something.
I was doing that,
Yeah,
Your
but no,
Honor.
you have no proof of that. They say you paid one time when you got your tax return, and only with one of the tax returns, and you put your hand down, and you never paid anything else.
I got kicked off.
$2,465 verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
So the plaintiff has won this case here in the People's Court. Let's talk to the defendant about her reaction to hearing this case go against you.
It didn't really go against me because I wasn't trying to withhold money from the plaintiff.
You just didn't pay her anything.
I did pay her. I paid her almost $600, but now she all of a sudden wants it because I don't want to talk to her anymore. But I'm all set. I'm glad she wanted it.
Why would she all of a sudden just now say, give me the money now and sue you?
Because we're
all of a
not
sudden?
friends anymore. Because we are not friends
And what
anymore.
broke up your friendship?
Because I was late for picking up my cell phone from her house, and I made her wait at her
After
house.
all she did for you, that broke a friendship?
Yes,
That
she's
was-
crazy. She's nuts.
Really? She wasn't
she's
crazy
Roman Bates' mother.
when she came to your aid there when you needed
Evidently
her.
she was when I needed her. Oh, she's crazy.
It's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win situation anyway.
Win.
All right, guys. This way.
Winning. All right, come on in here. What's your feeling about how you look in all this?
That I should be really cautious about who I take in. I wanted to pay it forward, and they basically stiffed me, as you saw.
You heard all these stories. You heard about Brett and all this other stuff.
Very long-winded story to get $25 a week. And the first car was a wreck with no fuel tank, no license.
How about Brett?
Out of the picture.
Oddball person. If you ever met him, what an oddball.
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, here's the thing. If you do somebody a favor and loan them money, you should not be bashful about asking them to, demanding that they sign a promissory note and saying that they're going to pay you back on a certain schedule. If you're going to loan money like that and they're going to ask for it, don't be bashful. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.